I'm here with Maria Grachvogel. Maria, I'm really interested in the fact that you use avatars for designing your clothes.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
I suppose it started really with, we use a system called Lectra,
Yeah.
which is a pattern making system. And I've been using that since 2001 to do all of my pattern making and everything. And they've recently launched a new program called Madaris 3D Fit, which uses avatars to
Right.
use fitting. So what you do is you create your original pattern in the pattern making system, and then you bring it through into this fitting program, and you have a virtual body that you drape on.
Right.
So it's quite an interesting way of working, because what it allows you to do is to be able to test the fit of your garments on different body shapes, because with the avatar you can adjust the hips, the bust, the waist, you can adjust all of the different measurements, and you can see how that works on different body shapes, because that's kind of the real sort of foundation and ethos of my business is all about making clothes that fit on real women.
Real women.
Yeah.
That's good, because I like that, because I have a lot of trouble shopping. Like, I can't get clothes that fit me.
Most women do, actually, because most designers or most brands tend to fit on a fit model, which is a specific body shape.
Right.
One of the things I've always believed in is that women come in all shapes and sizes, so I fit on as many different types of bodies as I can possibly lay my hands on.
Right.
And of course, using something like a virtual body means I can expand that to, instead of the sort of 4 or 5 people that I might have working with me that I can try, I can fit that on many more shapes by just changing the virtual fit.
That is so interesting. Now, I was going to ask you what is the advantage of using an avatar to design, and that is it.
Well, that's one. Yes, that's one of the advantages. I suppose the other advantage, from a practical perspective, is it does cut out one stage of the sampling process.
Oh, does it?
Because if you imagine we make an initial pattern, and then we make a mock-up garment, which we call a toile, and we fit that usually on a person, or several people in my case, and then you make another pattern and maybe a second toile. By using the virtual fitting,
it
cuts out that first
middle twirl.
Yeah,
don't need the middle one anymore.
Don't need the middle one anymore.
Yeah.
So it just it can it cuts down your sort of process time from design to finished sample.
Okay, and do most fashion designers use this method now,
I
do you think?
think it's still very, very, very new. I think Lectra have only just introduced that this year, actually.
This year.
This
so you've been doing
program.
You've been doing that for this year.
For this season was
for
the
this
first
season.
season.
It was the first season you did. That's amazing. It's awesome. It's really exciting. There are so many advantages for a business in this. This is just right at the beginning,
It's
because
at the early stages.
yeah, the 3D element. For example, with clothes, if you had a store in virtual London, and you could have it the same address, you could go in with your avatar, and they could see the dresses in 3D, so that you could see the movement. So when you see them hung up on a hanger, you think, oh, that might look nice on. But if you don't want to go to the store, you're busy, you could actually see the clothes with the movement, because you'll get the avatars. They can dance, they can move, they can twirl, they can do whatever you want them to do.
And you can pick out whatever you want, can you? And try it on, or?
Yeah, well, yeah, you could. Your avatar could. Yeah.
Fantastic.
And you could have a Maria Grachvogel avatar who could walk around the store and
be the doyenne.
Yeah, you could twirl around the store, or you could help people.
One of the most important things about fashion, and probably the biggest lesson, is it should always be about style. It should always be about you, never ever about projecting something on. And that's what I try and do with my clothes, with my creations, is I make clothing that makes a woman feel fabulous.
Yes.
It's more about the person who's wearing it and how they transform that piece than it is about the piece itself. It's the difference between someone saying, wow, that's a great dress, or you look great in that dress. And you always want to have the you look great in that dress comment. So I think the only way to ever understand that is to understand A, your own character and your personality, B, your own body shape, and to really look at yourself in the mirror and not just say objectively, does this shape suit my body, but does it suit my character? Does it suit who I am?
But
as a person.
I could do a real fashion faux pas and wear something awful, that didn't
But
look
you
right.
mustn't worry about that. If it's something that you love, you look good in, and you feel confident in, you will carry it.
Okay.
The only way you won't carry it is if you don't have that inner confidence.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah, yes, I know. No, I totally get it, because sometimes I put something on and it makes me feel like $1 million. And,
Well, there you
and
go.
it's rare, but finding that outfit that you put on, and as soon as you put it on, you're just like, okay, I feel fabulous.
The moon is in the gutter. The moon is in the gutter. The moon shines in